Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, it took a few seconds for me to get on. I just was eating peanut butter and jelly right before this, and I didn't want my voice to sound weird, which it probably still does sound kind of off, just slightly. But yeah. Anyway, uh, now to just start the music, and then I'll continue. That's very loud. Sorry. Just a second. I'm going to turn it down quickly. Yeah. For some reason, it made itself very, very loud. I don't know why it did that. But yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, now I have this one wolf which we animated before. Um, Going back to the animation thing. And yeah, it goes from this, where's the play? There it is. It's up, this owl thing, and growls, and this is for like when you're coming up to it, if you didn't see the last stream. And but yeah, so what I'm gonna do today is I'll make the I'm going to actually, first of all I just need to make sure. Yeah, okay. I need to make sure that the stream info is correct. But anyway, now what I'm gonna do today with it is I will I'll be making the thing that the wolves are in. Sorry, my brain broke just now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making the den. I'll be modeling the den for the wolf. And then after that, I'll be no, not new collection. In this collection, I will make in this collection actually not collection. Sorry, I'm gonna try and make a folder or something like that. I don't think I can. So I'll just leave this how it is, except I'll name this a dot wolf bones. Just that. Yeah, a wolf bones. And then I will uh, hide both of these after stopping the animation. Obviously. Um, so which one is doing the animation? First of all, I'll have it like that. Second of all, there. Okay, so it's in this one. I get it. So this one actually doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't. I don't think. Oh yeah, it has the bones, but it doesn't do anything. Let me just make sure of that with playing this. Yeah. Okay, so this one is just in that set there. And then now I'll model the den, which theoretically shouldn't be too difficult. Now just need to add just a second. Oh, right there. Okay, so now I just am going to add cube And let's see. I need to actually be able to see the wolf for this. Just for the initial thing. So the den itself is I'm gonna be a little cheaty with it and not really make like a full den thing. I'll just make the entrance to it. And so uh you know this big. Um let's if I scale it this big and move it up here and this way. Let's see. I think that's too tall. But I think the width is good. No, actually it's too thin and too tall. Okay. I think that looks good. And then for the depth of it, um I think that looks good. You know what, actually, I'm gonna delete this, and I will make a new, cube. I'll change the size to be 10. I don't know. 10. And then location, X will be fine. Y should be 5. And then Z should also be 5. There. Thank you, uh, thank you, Silverpool or Songtail, for following. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm currently just creating the design for this den that'll have 4 of the wolves. So yeah, I'll scale this. Let's have it be 0.75. And so that means it needs to go down on the z-axis. Negative 1.25. Yeah. And then scale on the y-axis, actually x-axis. And I'll scale it in the y-axis the same amount. So let's do 2 and 2. No, I think that's too much. So let's do 1.75 and 1.75. And then I think that looks good now. Unless scale X. What if I tried 1.5? Yeah, I think that looks better. 1.5 this way and 1.5 that way. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, and edit mode. Let's see, how can I make a curved opening? I mean, I guess what I could technically do is have a cylinder and just delete the spot between them. I don't know if that would work per se, but it might. So I'll try that. Add a cylinder. Rotation. Yeah. This would be 90. And then the radius, because this is 15, it would be 7.5. Actually, no. That's to make the full size. I want it to be much smaller than that. Let's see. Would 5 be good? Yeah, I think it... Actually, no. Well, yes, 5 and then squishing it slightly in 5.5. What if I tried 5.5? Yeah, because you can see this. You might be able to scale a line, I don't know. It's hard for me to see even. This yellow line is where the top of the circle is, and I think that's a good distance from the top. And then the depth, I'll just extend it a lot. I think I need to, oh, I need to extend it 15 actually. 15, and then location, 7.5. Nope, 5 then. Yep, okay, perfect. And yeah, you can see because of where the Z fighting is, or basically where it's, yeah, wrestling with self-design which layer should go on top. Um, that's what, that's like another way to see how this layer will be. And, yeah, so am I able to do this? If I do that, convert to set origin. Um, wait, no, never mind. You know what? I'm gonna delete that. Actually, I could keep it as a reference shape. Okay, on the x-axis, I'll make it 0.75 times the size. I don't want it to be realistically thin, unrealistically thin, but I want it to be, I think that looks good. Unless I want to scale it up a little bit. Actually, yeah, I think that looks better. And then these ones, 1.2. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. And now, I'll select this one and do edit mode. And then I just need to cut away until I have lines that are able to match the edges of that, approximately. I don't need to make it exactly this, and actually I don't even want to make it exactly that. Alt, then I'm able to do this. And then delete. I need to make sure to do this, so I delete the dissolved edges. Yeah. Okay, and then because I have this now, I need to make a line here for the top. And move this edge up to there. And then, how should I do this? I think what I could do actually is make some points like this, like on lines like this, and have them be pulled up to the spots that they're supposed to be for this. Object mode, like this. I think it's like H, no. Oh, wireframe there. Oh man. Material preview? No, that wouldn't. That doesn't look good. You know what? I'll do wireframe for now, just until I have this. And then, once I do have it, I need to make sure I'm clicking this one. Once I do have it, like, all done and dusted in a way, then I will be able to revert it. here. And then this up to here. I know it doesn't really look that good now, but hopefully this will end up looking really good. I'll dissolve this edge. Really. Okay, I guess I'll just move these back, and then I'll start by moving this up. I'll move it slightly below the line. And then I should move this one. I should have just mirrored this for now, but then again, that would mean I would have to mirror it the whole way through. Anyway, then there's that one there. And yep, that looks the same, both those. The only thing I need to do now is add one more line here and one more here. And then like the bottom one of each of those. There. Okay, perfect. Actually. Okay, I think that looks good for that, where I'm able to go here, select this and delete it, and then select this, and also make it to where it's solid looking. So that just looks better. Okay. And I will cover this up eventually. Like, I'll just make it to where it's one surface. But for now, I will keep it like this. Now, because I have this shape basically, I need to make it imperfect. And I think that's going to be the hardest thing. Because in my mind, I want to make it perfect. But I know that it won't look good if it's perfect. I think I should keep these and then make cuts between them that I move. Shift space is a shortcut for that. Noted. Yeah, that hurts to look at just because of the fact that the perfectionist in me is saying that doesn't look right. But yeah, I need stuff like that. And then this one, move down a little bit, make it asymmetric. There, I'll just do that. Oopsie. Keyboard shortcut is W. Interesting. Let's see. Now I will move this up a little bit. And same with this one. Actually, no, this one I'll move down. And this one I'll move up. And then I'll probably have it slant slightly. Actually, I'll have it be slanting towards this side more. No, this side more. Yeah. Let's see. I need it to not be fully like the correct width either. So basically what I'm gonna do is I will do this and delete, dissolve, and then I will click this ring. Okay. It's actually, that looks kind of good for first through. But yeah. Just a second. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, now, uh, so I do like the shape of this, so I don't think it's bumpy enough. I think it's still too geometric. I need to have some stuff on the bottom, like the corner. Like I could have a corner around it. That would probably look good. So if I make a cut, okay, that's weird. That looks so weird to see it like that. Okay, fine, I'll make that cut. Actually, no, I won't. I need it to be around this ring. The issue is I'll make a triangle. What if I just simply move this in? Set. It doesn't change a ton, but I still think it's an issue. Oh wait, what if? I have an idea. I'll do this, select the space, and I will extrude it in this direction a little bit. And then this is what I changed. Yes, that works well. Okay, there, and then this will go in here like this, and then it needs to go down. Okay, I think that points out too much. It points outward. And then I need to kind of do the same thing on the other side, but not make it look like I'm doing the same thing on the other side. This is actually really hard to do. Extrude this. I'll make it a bit long. No. I'll make it a bit shorter on this side. And then also, obviously I'll be adjusting this, but yeah. I think with this one, I might want to extrude it like this. Almost to the bottom, but yeah, not quite. And then I can move this up. Why is that not moving? Do I need to click this that way? I mean, it's a good possibility. Or am I not even clicking on it? I'm clicking it. Oh, that's why. Okay. Delete that. Dissolve the edge. Fine. You know what? Instead of dissolving, I'll just delete this edge. I'll delete these two as well. Okay, good. And now I can move this. And then this can go forward, I mean down, and then this way. And I'll move these slightly below the ground, just because that way I'm able to see these polygons more easily. And I'll move this side in a little bit. And probably move this. Actually, I'll move this, and this in. Um, see. I think that looks good. And I need to smooth out this curve, which is why I'm doing this. Because it's too jarring right now is, I think, a good way of explaining it. Okay. And then, yeah. And by the way, if anyone watching ever has any ideas on how to like make stuff better or any questions about what I'm doing, please feel free to ask. Because yeah, it's just fun too. Anyway, now I could technically bring this down in a very lazy manner, and I might do that, because lazy is better if you can be lazy. I think that's what I've heard before. Like, I could do this, and then just move the front down. Where it lines up with that. And then I just simply need to make it to where anything underneath the like ground basically won't show. So can I add a cube? Okay. Location I'll make it 0, 0, 0. Yeah. Um, align with that, yes. And then I need to move this down. To approximately there, I'd say. And scale it sideways out to where it's like this. And then scale it back. Well, just move the back face backwards. I'll go this view. Move it backwards until it intersects with that. And then, is there any, like, special things I can do with this? I can take this, this line here, of sections, and then I can move it back. It'll probably look better. Okay, that already does look better, definitely. But if I do the same over here, I could have just done that. Okay. I'll move this up and over this direction. And then oh man. Okay, fine. I guess I have to click all these. Now I can move this up. And then the last thing I'll do for this is if I take this and move this back along with these lines, wait, I don't want to do these lines. I want to do these lines. And then I move these along this. And then, let's see. If I do that, then I think I could delete the rest of this. And by delete, of course, I mean move it forward. Because I don't want to just delete it, because that would make a lot of things. And so yeah, I could just literally have this. Actually, what am I doing? How far can I go backwards? You can only go backwards that far. Okay, I have an idea to kind of cheat this in a way. I can click all of these faces and extrude them and then delete everything else. Let's see, this, extrude, this direction, I'll do 2. And then take everything else, everything else. And then I'll delete it. I need to make sure to do this. Delete edges. Okay, so instead I need to actually delete faces. And then I just need to remake the faces here, which shouldn't nearly be as hard as other stuff I was doing. Face. Yeah, I can just do this. And basically I'm just copying the lines from 4. That line is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be this as a face, and then this as a face. And then I'll keep going along like this. Okay, good. And then these do get small, but they're still faces. So doing this still will work. Okay. Oh wait, there's a randomized vertices thing. I wonder if I could use that to make this look more organic. I probably could. Might try it. Let's see. If I use randomized vertices on the ones around here, what does it end up looking like? It was probably within a certain area of how it began, how it was before, just so that it looks more organic. And actually, I can even do the back ones. And I have a feeling the back and front ones will be different, which will mean that it'll give some depth to it as well. Randomize. There it is. Not random enough. Keep randomizing them. Let's see. I'll try randomizing them again. The only issue now is the depth is messing up. So I don't know if I like that. I kind of want to keep it just the same depth as it is, for now at least. And so I'm not going to do it. But on another note, I can make the back by just stretching a roof up and then bringing that roof down. Because that theoretically will work. Bring the roof up. Do this on it. And then take this line. Okay, and then this way, I'll do that. Okay, and then this. Okay. And then I'm making that up so that I'm able to do a four-sided shape. Because, as Vermine mentioned before to me, I need to be sure to have flat shapes, like four-sided shapes, otherwise it can mess up things later on. As I make a three-sided shape along with this four-sided shape. Actually wait, no, it's not a three-sided shape, but I don't actually need this. I think. Yeah, I don't need this. Why do I need that edge? See if I can delete this space from here. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna delete this first. Oh, that's what that was for. Okay, so I do need that, actually. I'll just put it here. Essentially where it was before, but yeah. Okay, there. Now I have it to where, other than ground, which ground should be easiest to do theoretically, um, I have everything. And all I need to do for ground, I'm pretty sure, would be extrude this and this, and then extrude it, take these back, and then I'm just gonna make face. Actually, yeah, I just need to make them faces quickly. And I think what I need to do is dissolve these two edges. Okay. I think what I need to do actually instead, I just had an idea for it, is make some spots here. And then I need to bring this up just a little bit. That's out of the way. And then now, let's see. How should I continue this? Should I just make a line across? And then I can just attach them to that, maybe? So wait, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could just subdivide this. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I just need 3 more. There. Now, I don't need these evenly spaced out, because they're only to make it to where it's squares. I can evenly space them out later on, but this is literally just still a mock-up. None of this is going to be final art whatsoever. So, I don't care how it looks. I just want it to be able to be recognizable as what it is. You know what? What am I doing, actually? I don't need to make any of these edges at all. or any of these spaces for that matter, because these will be covered up. Because like the sides are important because those won't be covered up, but that the bottom isn't because it will be covered up. If I need to, I can just make this slightly beneath the ground even, so that it doesn't look like it just stops. Um. Anyway, I think the den is gonna be two pieces though. One is gonna be like barely opaque and dark, like almost black color that's barely able to be seen through, and this piece right here. So yeah, I'm just going to need to worry about doing that, and once I do, then I think the den will be done and I'll be able to work on the other wolves. Uh, Object mode, click on this, animation, I need to bring it all the way over just so that it's in its default position. Then modeling, you go to object mode, click this, turn it around, rotate. What is going on with the tail? Okay, seriously, what is happening with the tail? Why is the tail freaking out? Do I need to just rotate this instead? I think I do. I think it's worth it too, at least. Oh, I almost got 180 just immediately. Move it forward. A little back, just so that's outside it. And then I'll need to move this up. What is going on with the tail? Seriously. Is the tail made in relation to something else? Okay, yeah, there. Oopsie. Yeah. Okay, I just needed to make it a single asset, basically. Instead of making it to where it was a bunch of different things. Which, okay, I actually should look, just to make sure. What are the blue lines? Are those important? I think the blue lines are places where it's sharp lines that are visible through the smooth scaling. Right, smooth rendering. Which, I could fix that, but if I'm being honest, I don't want to right now. Because, like, this is not fine. Like I've been saying with everything, this is not final art, and so I don't need to worry about that. Just move this slightly down. I'm just rotating this so that it looks good. There. Okay. And now that that's done, I will make the shape to go inside here. That will be faded. Also, I might as well shade smooth. Shade auto smooth, maybe. Yeah, that's looking actually really good. And let me guess, if I go to edit mode, no, why are there no blue ones on this? I'll just shade this flat for now. Just because I'm pretty sure it's easier on the thing to shade it flat. I like this one being shaded smooth. I'm just gonna shade it normal smooth. Anyway. Shift A. Mesh. So, am I able to make semi-transparent textures in this? I don't think so. That might just be something I need to make in Unity when I bring this in. So I can make everything else now, and then when I'm in Unity, I just need to... Sorry. I just need to make a shape that will be semi-transparent. Or a bunch of shapes maybe, just so that they layer. Well, no. Just one shape that's semi-transparent so it looks black, but at the same time it doesn't look solid black, if you know what I mean. Because, like, I can make the back of it look like it's a solid black, just so it goes on more. But I shouldn't make the front of it look solid black. So I'll have, like, a dark gray transparent thing here, while here I'll have a black background. Anyway, so I should actually move this alpha wolf forward because they'll be outside for the cutscene thing. And time to make a few more wolves. Copy. Paste. I just want the alpha wolf. I don't want any of this. Delete. Just wolf 1. Control copy paste. Wolf 2, wolf 3. I think 4 more wolves will be good because that way they can flank it. Wolf 2. What? Oh, wolf 3. And wolf 4. There. Now I'll make each of them slightly different just so that it doesn't look like I copy pasted a model. Also move them to the sides. They're gonna flank it like a chopper. I'm kidding. It'd be more like a plane anyway, as opposed to a chopper. I should actually make this one go over here just to keep with the pattern. Just so it's easier for me to figure out which one's which. Okay, now for Wolf 1. How should I modify it? I could make this one just basically a smaller model of the exact same thing as the bigger one. Alright, the first one. Just ever so slightly. Yeah, 0.9. And I'll need to move it down slightly to match with that one. And actually, I could make all of them that size because the Alpha Wolf should be slightly bigger. I'll look from above. Wolf 2. there, and then move these back, and move them like this. There. And it's barely noticeable, but it makes this one look like the leader, which I think is important. There. But yeah, now this one actually looks like it's the leader, and the other ones, for now, I think I could make the animations to where they're not moving or anything like that. They're, well, by not moving, I mean, like, you they don't actually change their position at all. Um, let's see. But yeah, like they would, well, I mean, sorry, they don't change their pose at all. They change their position, just not their pose. So, with this one, just making sure. Uh, what, does it need to play through the whole thing first? Probably. No? What happened to it? Uh-oh. So the issue is that it's not connected anymore, I think. I just need to reconnect it all. But that's the good thing about having this, because like, as weird as it looks, why does it look like an aardvark to me? Like, is it just me, or does this look like an aardvark for some reason? Like, look at it. You see the ears, the long snout, and then the long, slender body. I don't know. It just looks like an aardvark to me for some reason. Anyway, so yeah. Now to reconnect those two, which first of all, what I need to do is have the position of the root moved. Unhide. Where's the root? The alpha wolf, I guess, needs to actually be moved back. And then I'm just going to move this back to be on top of this. Is that correct? Oh, wait. I forgot to move it only in this plane. That looks about correct. Oh, so that's why the tail was being weird. It was staying with this. I think it needs to be moved back slightly and down slightly. There. I think that's good. Oh, wait. Okay. Apparently, it needs to be up more and over to this side more, this direction. And I think that with this, I just need to edit, I need to do pose mode and then edit this whole thing from the root, rotate it slightly. And then, yeah. And throughout the whole thing, you need to make it to where the root is rotated like this. Uh, okay. And then, yeah, I'll just have this slightly rotated. It's annoying that I can't redo on this. I wish I could. At least better than it lets me. I don't know why it doesn't really let me do it. Okay. And then I'll copy this position and paste it in every one of these. Wait, so is that the only one it's in? Oh wait, nope, never mind. I need to paste it here as well. Control paste, insert keyframe, control paste. Now I just need it basically to be where all of these are the same. Actually, all I need to do, really, is take all of these and delete them. So that from here to here, it's the same. And from here to the end, it's the same. If I move this over to here, okay, then paste, insert keyframe. Okay, there. Now it's good the whole time. Okay. And thing is that I think I actually still have an issue with this. I want it to be where it's closer to the root. Well, actually, no, I don't. I don't need it closer to the root. But then again, the root is flat, and so I could use it as a ground. You know what? It doesn't need to be perfect right now. It just needs to be able to connect. That's all I'm worrying about. Object mode. Take this, highlight this and click it. Parent, automatic wait. Oh man. Nope. Why does it do this? Let me see what happens when I do this. Okay. So not gonna lie, that looks kind of good. Except for the tail, obviously. And the mouth. But the legs look really good. I think it was just able to realize what the legs are. Now, how does this... Okay, good. The tail is not connected to anywhere else. And... all I need to do is... take this. Weight paint. Tail. Okay, so it is connected, just it doesn't know how it wants to be connected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Um, let's see. What should the default tail position be? Like right there? Yeah. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll go to weight paint, and I will remove all weight with the tail pieces. Uh, okay. Sorry that this will probably take a minute or two, but yeah. Okay. Now tail 3. Oh wait, what? Why is it moving? Why is it moving as I do this? Were multiple things controlling each part, so it was just overcorrecting the movement? Is that what was happening? I have a feeling that's what was happening. Uh, yeah, I have a hunch that's what was happening. Yeah, the upper ones are probably connected to the bottom as well. Okay, tail 2. Yeah. Suddenly it's happier going in different directions because of the fact that I'm just getting rid of any and all movement that it's forcing upon this area. Which is kind of annoying, honestly. But that also means that what I'm doing here is necessary. Which I'm honestly glad to know that. Okay, and then take this and then tail 1 doesn't affect the base at all. Why is it so hard to control this? What if I just make the radius enormous? Oh, that makes it easier. Tail 4. Huh. Tail piece 4 still had some stuff. Oh dear. I'll try going back down the line. Because yeah, I don't think this is right for some reason. For some strange reason, I have a feeling that this is still partially incorrect. feel like it's gonna be somewhere in this. And then last side tail. Nope. Okay. And then this, and then you know what? I'm just gonna remove the tail. At this point, I think I should just remove the tail and fix it. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna remove the tail. I'm just gonna move the tail. Uh, I'm going to move the tail again, so I guess it's removing. I crack myself up sometimes. Okay. Oops. Oh dear, this was really jumbled up. The good news is I didn't want it to be perfectly, like, straight because of the fact that that would look too good, basically. Not that it looks well done, but that it looks just done, if you know what I mean. Like, I want it to look more natural than not. As if it was pictures taken from a weird but real animal. I say weird but real because of the fact that this doesn't look anything like a real animal. Yeah. Well, at least it's distinguishable. Honestly, I'm proud that I made it distinguishable. Because I did not expect that. Um, First I'll move it down and then I'll move it in. There, and then in. I don't know. I think that looks good enough, honestly. Okay, move this over. Actually, I need to delete all four. Delete the bone, and then the new bone. Subdivide it twice. Okay, there. Now, this, uh, apparently that was moved wrong or something. Wait. I'll go to pose mode and see if the tail moves with it all. Oh dear. That looks very wrong. That looks extraordinarily wrong. Okay. Okay, there. That's why it looked weird. Got it. Okay. And then... now I need to do weight paint. I'll make this a lot smaller of a radius. Then tail 1. I'm pretty sure, I didn't change tail 1. I need to go to tail 2. That's this one right here. So I need to have it control this area. And I will shrink this, have it to where anywhere out here will be only marginal control button. Just so it's not pulling the push everywhere. Because that would be weird looking. Now this. Okay. And then, this tail piece is right here, so it needs control of this area. Okay, now, last part of the tail is at the bottom here, and actually, edit mode, I need to make this rotate a little bit that direction, and this rotate a little bit that way, then move ever so slightly this direction. Okay, edit mode, I need to move this a little bit more. Okay, there, perfect. And then weight paint. I wonder why it's so far off to the side. The fifth part of the tail. Okay. Now, I think I have all of them done, and so I should be able to go to pose mode, and theoretically the entire tail should fall over. Nope. Um, oh, these aren't named. Okay. Okay. Go to tail. This is tail 2. Tail 3. Tail 4. Tail 5. Yep. There. Now it should work. Uh-oh. Okay. There's a spot in the tail that isn't connected to any that should be connected to tail 3. Okay, got it. Pause. Weight paint. Tail 3 should have these connected to it. Why is it curling in like that? Okay, instead of curling in like that, pose mode. I need these 3 to be straight down. Why? Why is it curling in? You know what? I'm not gonna try and change those. Okay, so now that this one is fixed, hopefully, I will go to object mode, and I will move the whole thing forward and up. G, Z. Okay, now it should still do its animation here. Yeah. And when does it start putting down its head after howling? At about here. Let's do 120. Say 120 is when the first wolves will come out. And actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep designing the cave area because I'm gonna be only be streaming for about 30 more minutes. So if I can make the base art for the cave look better, then yeah, I should do that. Uh, there. Now modeling. First, I need to round the corners. So to do that, I'll just simply move these in. Move it in X direction. Do that. And then this, this. Like this, inward. There. And then these need to be pinched inward. Okay, now, actually, I think those should be moved up. This one needs to be moved up more. Okay. Now, I'm going to try taking all these. Moving them down. Yes, that does move that this time. Good. And I can move all this. Okay. Now to move the next set. You know what? I think I'm just going to do these. Both sides. And then this. I think that. Wait, what's this connected to? Why is there a line right there? Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, apparently that's important. You know what? I'm gonna undo this until I can see that line. Oh, it's to that point, I think. Okay. So I'll do what I did before, but actually instead of moving them both at the same time, I'll move them separately so they're not the same height. And I won't be really like thinking about it that much. I'm pretty sure not thinking about it much is what I need to do in order to make it look better. This and this. I'm just gonna delete them. I think it's okay if, like, like since we got really far, I think it's okay if, see, how can I get in there? Look well. I think it's okay if there's no face right there. Anyway, now to think about this more, I need to continue moving these down. Then it apparently has cat ears now, so I'll delete that. Honestly, anywhere that doesn't have a base is easier for me. Is easier for the computer. I mean, not for me necessarily. Okay. I need to make sure to have edges. Let's see. I'm just doing this the way that I'm thinking looks good. Not really thinking much at all, to be honest. And then, now, sorry if there was some noise in the background. Anyway, yeah, selecting these, and delete them, making sure that it doesn't delete anything really important. I don't think it does. And then, there. And while I'm doing this, I'll just say I'm excited about tomorrow because hopefully I'll be able to connect my Wii console to OBS, which I've done in the past, but I haven't done recently. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that. And then, you know what, I'm just gonna sit for it. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that and then stream Mario Kart tomorrow. Mario Kart Wii specifically. Or, yeah, just Mario Kart. I'll stream Mario Kart Wii. Which, yeah, I'm not that good at it, but I'm hoping to eventually complete it. And I think with this bar, actually, on this, I should move this backward. No, alt click. Oh wait, that was control. Alt click does work. Okay, move the edge. I'll do that. I'll just delete these. Okay, delete edges. What if I did dissolve edges? default edges. Nope. I'll just move these up to cover that then. Move this up, cover that. Move it forward a little bit. Okay. And then, yeah, this looks good. I just need to make sure to recover that quickly. There, and actually, I can't bring that one to the ground. I can bring this one to the ground. Unless it already is on the ground. I think it is. No, it isn't. And then I will just move this to the ground. And I'll move this down a bit just so that it's away. And I'll move this on the x-axis a bit, so that looks a bit better. And I will do the same kind of thing over here. It's not exactly the same thing. Actually, I could do this, and then this one goes down. There. And then slightly forward. And then, okay. What if I just delete this? Yeah, I think. Wait, no, because then that would make that triangle. I could move this. There. 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 What's that? Wait. Okay. It was just a bug. Anyway. So now, I think all that's left is I kind of want to shift this back. If I do this, then that all goes perfect. Exactly what I wanted to happen. I'll move these so they're slightly angled downward. And then that looks good. Yeah. I'm honestly content with this. I'm happy with it. Yeah. I think it looks good. And just a second. Okay, and then, yeah, I'll probably animate these wolves in Unity, like I mentioned, and I made these at, yes, I have, okay. I have not named this cave, nor have I made an asset. There. Okay. Actually, I shouldn't have it be cave, I should have it be den. No, I should have it be wolf den. Okay, and yeah, I think this is enough for this. What I'll probably do next time is I will start designing the first bunker, like for the first boss area, because I want to basically get the initial planes. Here, I'll just a second. I'll open Unity. Okay, just a minute, and it should open. And once it does, I'll show what I want to have, like, sorry, what I want to have, like, quote unquote complete before I do a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Oh dear, that's big. Okay. Just a minute. Uh, this, then it's right there. Yeah. Okay. So now I have the map, and yeah, so I have this area essentially done, except for like the storyline for that, like how you get into here and how you get out of here. I don't have that complete yet. Then I have the wolf den is going to be somewhere over here, maybe a little. Actually, yeah, I'll probably be a bit closer to this, just to urge you on in the right direction faster. And then you'll go over here and go into this area, and then you'll go out to the desert area. So I'm going to, once this, like, thinking very far into the future, I'm going to have this be what the demo is. Like for the game, I'm going to have the demo end with you going out into the desert area. Um, but yeah, for now I'll have the wolves over here, and then I'll have the stuff over here for like the boss and everything. And I want those two things to be the things that I complete the earliest, because of the fact that that will also give me motivation and like a direction to go for the rest of it. If I know what I'm doing there, I'll know what I'm doing for the rest of it for like the most part. And yeah, and then I think after that, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll make the desert's going to be a really big thing that I'm going to make. Same with this plains over here. So I'll probably save those two for near the end. This is probably going to be the last thing I do. Basically, this is going to be filled with puzzles that puzzles to do using the forms that you have. That will probably be like basically a 100% completion island in a way. But yeah, I will probably end up doing the lake after I do. Actually, I'll do the mountain after I do these two, and then the lake after that. And then after those, I will do the I'll do the desert and then the plains area last. Like the second plains area last. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. Yeah, I have no idea how long each of these places are gonna take, but I am expecting this to be a multi-year project, as I've said in the past. So yeah. This should hopefully be a lot of fun going forward. And then yeah, but the wolf den and such, this is a good starting point for stuff. And let's see, shade auto smooth. What? I just called this wolf. I meant to call it wolf den. Shade smooth. Don't keep sharp edges. Yeah. That actually looks good. Ignore this. Ignore the fact that there's a giant dent in the wall. Just look at this and think about it, and I think it looks good. And yeah, the rocks actually, like what I made for like rocks over here and here, actually looks really good. And I'll eventually have to make this a UV map that I unfold and color each section of. But yeah, for now I'm gonna leave everything colorless, And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make the entire game colorless with poorly designed models. Because yeah, I'm not that good at making the models. Even though I was able to make these, they were literally they're not that good, and they were literally following um like a reference image for it. And so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for those quite yet, but yeah, I will make the entire game just with poorly designed models, and then I'll have I think the animations, I will just keep fine tuning those even with the models not looking as good, because I can just basically attach the models to the skeletons that I have for them. Because like uh this armature here, this thing right here, uh it can attach, like I could just have this wolf gone, and I could just attach it to a different wolf so long as I scale it and everything. It's literally just a skeleton that any like skin can go on essentially. And yeah, then after yeah. So I'll just keep designing the animation. I'll start the animations off with being like very clunky, and then I'll slowly fine tune them. And I'll do that as I feel like it, honestly, because there's no rush to complete the animations. There's still many other things to design, and I might be hyper focusing too much on single things. So I think the next stream, what I'm gonna do, well, next game development stream tomorrow, I'm gonna be streaming Wii games, hopefully. But yeah, next stream, which will be on Wednesday for this, uh, I will hopefully, um, yeah, I'll hopefully be designing the bear boss, just like how it looks and everything. And yeah, I hope that will look really cool, honestly. I don't know how I will end up doing it, or how good it will end up looking, or anything like that. Um, but at this point in time, I think it's gonna look good for like the early model. Again, I'm not caring about how the final model for the bear will look, because it will be very different than what I make it to be. I'll just make it to be something that works. Either that or, well, yeah. And then I think what I'll do is off camera, I might end up doing some programming and things like that, just so that I can have them, just because, yeah, that might be a bit boring. At least for now, it would be. And yeah, um, I want to be able to make essentially a way for you to press a button and it attacks, even if there's no animation or anything for it. And I will just keep programming with shapes. Actually, you know what? I'll continue making the designs for the next few streams. Sorry that I'm just like, at this point, just rambling with what I'm thinking. For the next few streams, I will continue making designs, and then once I get tired of that, then I will just change directions to uh, making game content, like hitboxes and hurt boxes and things like that. And then yeah. But like I said, some of that will be offline just because of the fact that I don't know it, and I don't want to worry about looking at tutorials and following tutorials like while streaming, because that, I don't feel like that would be that interesting to watch me do. Um. Anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. So, uh, thank you so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you next time. Goodbye.